Hey Brad, how's Australia going? Trying out my Australian accent, mate. What do you think so far? Oh yeah. Hey, listen, it's your pal Steve. You owe me like $40. You left here so quickly. You definitely owe me $40. Please call me.
Well, welcome to another episode of Hey Brad, how's Australia going? Not great is the answer. No, it's fine. It's going okay today. Got a lovely American guest named Lainey Bird. Real name?
Elaine Bird.
Elaine Bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laney's my nickname.
And you don't have an Australian accent despite your decades?
Yeah, 2 decades.
2 decades of living here.
Yeah, I've lived here 20 years. And I moved here when I was, I shouldn't say how old I was.
It's okay. Yeah, because people can do math. My listeners can do math.
In my 30s. Let's just put it that way.
Jesus.
But I think when you're in your 30s and you move here, there's just no way my accent was changing at all.
Not going to change.
No. So
when I meet somebody from the States who comes here and they develop an Australian accent, I kind of feel like it's a sign of a weak will. What do you think about that? Yeah?
I agree with that. But even my daughter, she's 12. She was born here. She has an American accent.
Does she really?
Yep.
I'm jealous. My daughters are so Aussie.
I wish that she had an Australian accent, but
Really? Why?
yeah, I don't know, because I like the Australian accent.
You like it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I understand it. Yeah,
What do you mean you understand it?
I mean, like people go, oh, like R, the letter R.
The letter R.
Look, they don't ever say the letter R, and I'm like, yes, they do. You just don't know what R sounds like here, and then you're not listening for that, and it's right?
Ah.
Ah.
Okay. What do people miss the hard R's?
Yeah.
I mean, it just sounds very goofy to me. I saw an interview with Billie Eilish. You know Billie Eilish? I bet
Yeah,
your daughters are big
Of course,
fans.
yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too. Who isn't? And she was doing an interview with an Australian journalist, and she said something about something her brother Phineas did, and she's like, "Yeah, that performance was fire." And the interviewer was like, "Wasn't that fire?" And I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
I know. Well,
Something about fire has to
I've
have
gotten
that
used
R
to it.
sound.
How long have you been here?
Fire. 6 years now.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just a newbie.
Do you think?
Yeah.
When do you stop being a newbie?
I don't know. I mean, okay, I guess compared to me, you're a newbie.
Well, did you have any psychological, existential crises when you came here? I mean, or was it pretty smooth sailing for you from the get-go? Or were you ever like, I fucking blew it. My life sucks now.
I never felt like that.
Okay.
Never, ever, ever felt like that.
Good for you.
But there are a lot of people that do feel like that. And I've met a lot of people that feel like that. But I didn't. I think because I came here for someone. And that was like the driving force of me wanting to be here. And yes, you miss your parents, you miss your siblings and your best friends, stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't ever really turn back, honestly.
Wow. And had that relationship not lasted, what do you think you would have done?
Well, even now, if something happened, I would stay here.
Yeah, I'm assuming at this point you have all. This is just
In the beginning, I don't know. I mean, I told him before I came. I said, "Look, if we're going to live together for a year, and if we're just going nowhere, then I'm going to leave." Because I was in my 30s. I was looking to get married and maybe have a family, that sort of thing. And I'm like, I'll go back home, and you'll pay for me to go back home, because he paid for me to come here, right?
Okay.
So, yeah. But
And he's your husband.
yeah, he's my husband. Yeah, we've been married for 20 years.
And how did you meet this Australian hunk?
Now you're really gonna know how old I am. In 1988, my husband was playing basketball at Doncaster High School and came on a basketball tour around the States and was playing at different high schools basketball varsity, and they had his brother was on the junior varsity, so his parents were actually some of the chaperones that came on that trip.
Oh, wow.
They came to our school, and I was a cheerleader, and so
Oh,
after
great.
the game, He had his Akubra on. He had red hair, which I love red hair.
You said a Cupra?
Akubra,
What is that?
the hat, the Australian hat.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
When you say Australian hat, I'm thinking of the Crocodile Dundee hat with like the things around it.
No.
What is an Akubra?
No.
I'm not. Can you
It's-
describe an Akubra for our listeners?
It's like a cowboy hat. It's
It is a cowboy
leather.
hat. Yeah.
But it's the Australian version. It sort of goes down in the front a little bit and
Okay.
like around on the edges.
Okay. If I had my phone, I would Google it right now, but it's filming us.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll Google it later. All right. So he had his sexy, hot Akubra on.
And his accent, and all the
Yeah.
girls were swarming around him, and I sort of went over and said, beat it to those.
You
girls.
cut through the swarm and
Yeah, of course.
he
I was a
saw you.
cheerleader. I was like,
You didn't have to say
yeah,
anything, really.
That's right. And so we hung out like the whole time he was there, and then we started writing letters because there was no internet. back then.
Wow.
So we wrote letters for about 6 years.
You wrote
And-
letters to him in Australia
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
6 years.
And he wrote letters back to me as well.
Pen pals for 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I bet those letters had some really hot stuff in them.
Not really.
Really
we were
horny
like
stuff.
teenage. Well, anyway, back then.
You're
man.
teenagers, it's got to be. Anyway,
It's not
all
like
right.
teenagers today.
It was
Anyway,
very chaste and very.
yeah.
Romeo and
we
Juliet.
I think we really liked each other, and stayed in touch. And then we sort of lost touch after a while, and then we found each other on like the internet, on Yahoo or something.
Found each other
Search.
on Yahoo.
Yeah.
Oh, you like found how you like Googled him or something, but you Yahooed
you
him.
looked him up, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like Facebook profiles.
No, there was sort of like chat rooms, and you had. I actually was on my friend's computer at her house because I didn't have a computer, so like that sort of thing.
Right. So then you guys had a bunch of cyber sex and.
No.
Sorry.
Then we sort of talked on the internet for a while, and then we didn't talk again for a long time. And
Another
then-
gap of time.
Yeah, another gap of time. And then in 2005, he said he was coming to Sacramento. I was living near Sacramento. And I'm like, let's meet up. And so we met in, I don't know, like a cafe or something like that. And I just knew instantly, like I had butterflies just like meeting with him again. And yeah, he said he did as well, like later. But yeah, eventually, we kind of were chatting a bit, and he said, come and visit. And I'm like, sure. And so I came out for a couple weeks to visit, and he wined and dined me all over Melbourne.
All over
and-
the. You say Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No R at all in there for you.
Yeah, there's an R.
It's an implied R.
It's the ah.
Because I go earn. I'm a Melbourne
Oh,
sayer.
no.
I don't do a Melbourne because that would be too American.
Oh,
but
right.
I say Melbourne to kind of split the difference.
Okay, yeah.
But you're Melbourne.
I guess that's okay.
Say it again.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Wow.
Mhm. And so we went around, and he said, maybe you could come and live here. And then this is where we started talking
Wow.
about, like, okay, if I come, then, this has to go somewhere, or I'm going to go back, because I didn't know what it was going to be like here either.
No, I mean,
Although I was pretty happy when I got here. I was like, this is nice.
it was pleasantly surprising to
It
you,
was like going back in time.
right? I think Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters, said whenever they tour Australia, they say we're going to the '90s.
Right.
We're going to the 1990s, guys.
Yeah.
So, but you came in the actual '90s to visit.
I came in 2005.
Okay.
That's what the first time I came here was 2005.
But I'm imagining it was a lot different than it is now in a lot of ways. Or what do you-
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of, things happen. I remember when the first Costco came here. I was the first one in line to get my card.
Hell yeah.
And I have a picture of me, like, I think it was 2006 maybe, or 7, standing in front of Costco with my card, like made my husband take a picture of me. How stupid is that?
But that's your story of how you came here, and you never looked back. Really? I mean, you didn't even have like a hint of like, this part sucks. Can I really deal with this aspect of life just for this guy? I could easily meet an American basketball player. I mean, Jason Kidd was pretty big deal in the 90s.
Yeah, no.
Didn't want to hook up with him. Okay.
No.
Well, fine. I mean, I'm happy for you. And as you said, that's not a lot of people's experience. And the reason that you're on this show is the reason that I know you is because of your Facebook group.
Yep.
That you started.
Yep.
which has a very clunky name, I have to say.
Oh God, I don't like the name, but I've got pressure from
Mhm.
4,000 people
Yeah.
to change the name to be inclusive,
Right.
which I'm happy to be inclusive.
You got to be
But
inclusive.
I sort of thought that the name. See, this is the problem with Americans from America, right? Is that they only see themselves as America, right?
Yeah.
It's called Americans in Melbourne,
Right.
and the whole thing is northern, America, southern, South America, Central
Mm.
America, but they only see that as being meaning them, and it doesn't, right?
Okay.
They're like, oh, it needs to say north and south and this and that, and
to be inclusive. So it's funny. So because saying America already to you is inclusive
yeah.
of all that, but to
It
them
is
they were like
the whole continent, people. It is not just the United States of America,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Anyway, so
That's
I
funny.
don't know. I'll probably change it back at some point, but
That's okay.
probably after this podcast, I'll change.
Oh, please.
And-
once
and
I can post the podcast on there, and then we can also announce the change of the name.
I'm announcing it right now. The expat help part was just so people understood sort of what the goal of this group is, because it's not to come and talk about politics. It's not to come and talk about, anything not relevant to living here in Melbourne, right? Yeah, you could talk about things that are happening in America, sure, but that is not the purpose of the group. The purpose of the group is to help people. And this is because when I got here, there was nothing. There was a group called Yanks Down Under, and I don't know if you're in that group or been in that group.
No.
And I don't know how it is now because I'm not in there. And I was an admin of that group, and I hated it. It was horrible. People fought every day. I had to kick people out of the group, and it was just a nightmare. A lot of politics talk, a lot of disagreements
About American politics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so I said, I'm going to start a group in Melbourne, and it's not going to have any politics in it because, I care about politics, of course, right? But I'm very opinionated, and I don't want to get into it with someone because they're
Yeah.
different. And, I don't know what your political views are, and you don't know what mine are. Well,
It's hard right.
So
Super into Trump. I wish he was here.
And that's great because now we're not going to talk about that.
Exactly. No, my parents are both Trump people, but I'm not.
Really?
I escaped that ideology.
My parents weren't. I don't know if you want to talk about this, but yeah.
Probably not. I mean, like I said, it's interesting, and we could spend the rest. Like I said, once you start talking about it, it just becomes about that. Like if you let people on this group talk about politics, it would just go on
right.
and on and on.
Well, that's what happened in that group. And so,
Yeah.
yes, I ended up kicking people out. And then, I said I'm going to start my own group. And this group, I made a lot of rules. And there have been some very sticky situations because of that rule.
I was almost afraid to join the group because the rules seemed so foreboding.
Yeah.
It
Well,
just seemed very strict and
I'm really only super strict about that.
yeah.
I try to get people to we don't want to sell things on there because then it's just going to be a sale, this and that sale page, and that it's not a sale page. We have a sister group that's a sale page, and you can go there and do that. And if you don't know about that, that's it's American in Melbourne buy swap and sell.
Lovely.
So when another chick started that and spun that off of ours, which is fine. Then I point people in that direction.
Yeah, so this was just for people to talk about boring tax questions.
Getting a visa. How do I stay
Yeah,
here
yeah.
longer? Where should I go if I want to get an extended, working holiday visa? Or,
Right.
how to do how to apply for Social Security, how to do things at home, right? How do I get a bank account? How do I pay my student loan
Yeah.
from here, right? These things are all really important questions, and we do as a group answer them, which is what I love. I started out answering every question. I was very, very involved in the group, and I don't know how involved you are in the group, but I rarely make comments anymore
Mm-hmm.
because I can't. There's just so many conversations happening,
Mm-hmm.
and I also have a life, right? So I have 2 monitors, admins that work with me or are my close friends, and also Americans, of course. And we've met off, and done things together. We set up meetups and things like that for the
Nice.
whole group. Which
I've been
is
to
fun.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
We've met.
All right.
You don't remember?
I can't. How can I remember? I can't remember. Sorry.
You should know every single person in the group. You should know all 4,000
I know.
people.
I'd love to know all 4,000 people.
And think about them
I've
every
met
night.
lots of them. I've met lots. And I've met lots of their spouses, and I've become friends with some people. And
Yeah.
it's hard. Like, it's super hard. Like, even going back to multiple meetups, I mean, so many times I'm like, I need name tags because I don't want to forget people's names. You know, I
Right.
usually
'Cause
recognize.
you've made yourself the mommy of the whole thing, and people look to you as their mommy.
Yeah. I guess
That's true.
that sucks.
Everybody talks about it. We have a side group where we just talk about you and how you're not fulfilling your
Oh, my God.
obligations as a Facebook mother.
Right.
What is your feeling on the meetups? Because when I went,
Where did you go? Which one?
I
did
went
you-
to Brunswick.
Right. Yeah. The one just here. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess it's up to the individual to make those experiences meaningful.
Sure.
But I remember just going around to people and being like, "Where are you from?" "Idaho." "Oh, I'm from Michigan." "I've never been to Michigan." "I've never been to Idaho." "Okay, bye." You know, that was kind of my experience. Just like, oh, being American is not really enough of a common ground.
You're right. I
You know?
100% agree with you.
And why did I assume that it would be just because we're from this huge?
I think everyone
place.
assumes that.
Isn't that weird? Because
It is weird.
when you're in America, you look. There's Americans everywhere,
right.
and you're like, who gives a shit? But for some reason now you're here. You're like, oh,
Some
Americans.
people are just, they come here and like, oh, I need to find some Americans. I'm like, why? You're in another country. Why aren't you experiencing that country and really understanding, you know,
Yeah.
the people here and the culture here and that sort of thing? I never have gone out of my way, believe it or not, even though I run this group, to find and be friends with Americans.
Right.
When I go to those like meetup session things, I usually try and find one or two people and have a meaningful conversation with them. That's what
Yeah.
I do because I'm thinking I'd like to make a friend, but an actual friend, like not just somebody from California or whatever. So yeah, trying to, you know, refocus my energy on.
Mhm.
I work in an industry where there's so many different cultures. And so I'm exposed to all different kinds of people, and I love that. I would never just go seeking out Americans in general.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people think that, but I agree with you, and I don't know why it happens.
I can't stop myself. Also, I was at the library last week. I heard a guy talking,
and
I
I
was
always
like,
do the same thing.
American? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet, best friends? And he was like, sure. And,
And you've never seen that guy again.
and well, we've been texting and like, but
You've been texting.
we've been texting to feel it
That's
out. You know, he has two daughters that are the same age as mine.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
like,
See, well, you do have something.
we might actually make this happen.
Right.
But he could be like the worst, like the most incompatible friend I've ever met. But because he's got that accent, I'm like, he knows my soul somehow more than all these Australian
Well,
people.
he knows your culture,
Yeah.
right? He knows your culture.
I guess.
I do that all
What's
the time.
worth?
I've always done that.
You still do it. And do you have American close friends here?
Of course. Yes.
They live here.
Yeah.
And how did you meet them through the group or?
I met some through the group. One girl went to my high school. Hi, Dawn.
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 Dawn. Oh, she's like
Dawn.
New York or something?
No, no. That's how
Dawn,
you say
Dawn.
her name here.
Oh, I thought you were doing like a Brooklyn accent. Dawn.
It could be New Jersey. Dawn.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you seem like somebody who's never had a lot of trouble making connections and friends with people.
Not usually.
Yeah.
I don't really seek out making friends anymore on
You've
purpose.
got a full deck. right
No,
now.
that's not why. It's because people here, the culture here is that you make your friends in school. You keep those friends when you're in university.
This is a common theme I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when you're in adulthood, those are your friends. I don't know why.
Is
Why
that
would you want to
scientific?
still be friends with
No.
people from high school? Ugh,
So many
you know,
mouth
don't do
breathers.
that.
I've kept one, and that's too much. Sorry. No.
I have a few.
Shout out to Derek. Derek and
Are
Dawn.
we shouting all the names out
Yeah,
now?
just anybody you know, you can totally name, and then force them to watch this because we need the views. So okay, that's a true thing. You think is that like a proven thing that? Because I've heard this so many times
I've been
about
here for
Australia.
20 years, and I've heard lots of stories, and these are the people in the group always the new ones that don't read back all of the old comments from previously. Oh, I can't make any friends. And people at work, I tried to get them to go out to lunch or go out, have a coffee. And they will, but then they never reciprocate. They never, you invite them over. I've invited over so many people for dinner, and then I never hear from them.
Yeah.
I mean, not again, like I'll hear from them, but it's like, it's just not a thing. Like, I take cookies to my neighbors when they move in, believe it or not.
Oh my God, you're so
I live in a
nice.
brand new neighborhood, right? So I knew all my neighbors when we built our houses because I started a group for my estate, and we all have meetups, and we've done like heaps of meetups, which has been awesome. And I like knowing a lot of my neighbors because I feel like they look out for you when they know you, right?
Yeah.
It's hard in a lot of places to live. I don't know where you live, but it's probably well established, and you've just moved in, and it might be uncomfortable going next to door when you're an American.
Yeah, I locked myself out of my place, and I was like, who do I talk to? Like, who? I don't have any friends here, So yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So.
But all right, so not anymore. You're searching for.
Yeah, I mean, if I meet someone and it organically happens, that's fine. But like, I work with lots of people and don't really like try too hard to make it work is work for me, and
Yeah. Did you ever have a feeling of loneliness, or was your relationship just so fulfilling that you didn't even think about that?
No, I mean, sure. I've had friends here that have moved away, like really close friends, like besties, moved away or lost relationships because I'm a big mouth, and, sometimes people have a hard time dealing with me.
You're a big shit talker?
Not shit talk. Yeah, maybe a little.
Oh, you like tell people like what's wrong with them to their face? You're like one of those people?
Well, not necessarily that, but sometimes, in a nice, kind way.
Tough love? Yeah.
But yeah, so like my best friend they've been our best friends for maybe the last 5 years because they moved in right at the same time. They were our neighbors, but they were both ex-military, and I'm ex-military, and so we kind of, that was our
The military has cheerleaders now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was cheerleader, then military, then Australia.
Wait, what do you do here? If you don't mind talking about it, if you're allowed to.
I'm an IT project manager.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, I work in the IT industry, just building software.
Yeah. Is that something you fell into, or was that something you pursued?
Fell into, yes. I'm a consultant, and to get that kind of work, you have to work through like sort of these boutique agencies. And one of our friends that went on the trip to America with my husband, the basketball trip, he owned a company, and he hired both my husband and myself, and gave us jobs and got us started out.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
I'm a coach. I'm an agile coach, and I just coach teams on being more productive.
Nice.
It's a fun job. I love it. I'm a people person, like, And
a lot of IT people are not people.
Well, no, they're not generally. But I also like telling people what to do, so this is a perfect job for me.
Great. And you seem like you'd be good at that, telling people what to do in a non, C word kind of way.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Do you say the C word much?
Yeah, I do.
It's very popular here.
Yeah.
It's almost like an affectionate term.
Can be. I don't usually say it in an affectionate way.
No. Me neither. So how often do you get back to the motherland?
In the beginning, every other year we used to go. And then we got tired of going.
Oh, God, I'm tired of going.
When I moved here, it was just my mom. My father was already gone, and my brother, both living in California. And so we would go and we'd see, hey, I don't know, you've been back, right? You go, you see everyone. You, as the person who's visiting, goes to every person. I have a hard time getting always people coming to me. Like, I'm going to be at my mom's. Come visit me there.
Yeah.
If they lived in another state, we would always try and go and visit certain people. I don't do that anymore because people would just not come to me after we've traveled all these, miles.
Yeah.
So now we're probably on every 5 years.
Wow.
Type of thing.
Right.
Because we want to take holidays. We want to
Yeah, you don't
go
want
to
to go
Thailand.
to America.
We want to go
That's-
to. We just went to Europe. We just drove to Perth actually over the school holidays. So it's like we want to do other things. We want to see Australia. We want to see other countries, not America. And actually, I'm not sure that I'll be let back into America at this point.
Oh, yeah, because you surrendered your citizenship.
Yes.
Is that what they call it? What do you
Yeah, they
forfeit?
no, what's the word?
Retire, give up, cancel.
You're a really good thesaurus, but that's not the word.
No, I can't get it. Renounce?
Renounce!
Yeah, renounce.
Oh, why did you
Got
remember?
there.
Not me. Renounce. I renounced my citizenship.
So dramatic. I renounce the citizenship.
Yeah, but that's where I am in the political thing. I think this is the political atmosphere is what did it for me. I cannot be. I was just hooked to the TV too, with like news and all this stuff that's happened over the last I don't know how many 8 years or so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 12.
Yeah. Okay.
300, 400. Yeah.
But yeah, I just after COVID, I think I just got really antsy to just get rid of it. Also, there's a few things here, and I can say it now because I've already renounced. But well, you can't say when you renounce. You can't say why you want. You have to say why, but it cannot be because of taxes or any kind of payments or anything like tax payments or anything like that. If you say that, they actually, I think, can maybe decline for you to renounce your citizenship, which is ridiculous. Now they're talking about just making
so
everybody
weird.
that's a dual citizen give up their citizenship now.
They're
did you
talking
know-
about that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were talking about
yeah.
that.
There's a bill right now. Not that it will
God.
pass because
Wow. So if they overhear you saying
Oh, well, you
that,
wouldn't say that when you go there. I mean, you should know that when you go there. FYI, for those of you who don't know that.
Yeah.
But the problem is it was going to be a year waiting list in Melbourne following COVID because once they started, you had to have a one-on-one interview. They just couldn't do, like a tele interview or whatever.
Oh.
So you had to be a one-on-one. So I just decided, where can I go? New Zealand? Can I go to New Zealand and do it? Or can I, because there's, American consulates everywhere.
Sure.
So I went to Fiji, actually.
No way.
So I flew to Fiji
Nice.
by myself and just
Beautiful.
stayed there for a few days and did the ceremony and, got my life back.
The ceremony to get your citizenship or to renounce?
Yeah, to renounce. Like, not ceremony, but
ceremony?
yeah, like that. No, okay, it's like a one-on-one interview.
Yeah.
Like, it takes like an
Wow.
entire day. To,
Oh my God. I
go
thought
through
you
the
could
whole
just
process.
file a piece of paperwork and just be like, I'm done, and that's it. I didn't know you had to have
No.
an exit interview.
No, you have it. Yeah. So you have a bunch of paperwork. You have to give them all your tax information. And this is, I think, what bothers me about it is that the whole tax thing. It's like you have to file taxes every year, even when you live outside of the United States. No other country does that, right? I think
Is that true?
I think there's one, a very
Ugh,
tiny
I'm so
Atrisha
stupid.
or something like that. They also do it. But
Eritrea?
yeah. That's the
In
only other
Africa?
country. Yeah.
That's the only other place in the
Yep,
world.
that's the only other place in the world that does this. If an Australian moves to America, they don't have to keep filing Australian taxes. They just file American taxes. That's where you make your money. That's where you live. That's where you should pay taxes because you live there, right? So it always annoyed me, but it was always very expensive to renounce.
Mhm.
However, when I could afford it, I was like, I'm doing it, right?
Mhm.
The thing that you want to remember is with your taxes, you have to file your taxes in the States and claim your worldwide income. So if you have a job here and you're doing anything in the U.S., you have to claim all of that. And you also have to file a Treasury filing, which shows all of your bank accounts, any bank account you have a name on, even if you're like, let's say you're the CFO of a company and your name is on the signature of that company, you have to report to them how much money that company's making,
Oh,
even
God.
if it's not your company, right?
Jesus
So a lot of
H.
people try not to get into those sorts of roles,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because they can't or shouldn't. because they were reporting that. And my
Good.
husband doesn't want his income reported to the U.S.
No. Oh, it would have to be his too. Yeah, that's
Well,
not.
if you're
that's-
filing married,
Right.
which would get you the best return. I always
Gosh.
filed married filing separately, and I never include. I would only include his name. He never even got like it's a TFN or something, which is a tax file number for people who live overseas.
Gosh, you know so much about this, and like you said, when you came here, you didn't have a Facebook group, so you had to find all this stuff out.
Yeah, and I've learned from
On your
people in the
own.
group as well. From,
Yeah. Well, congrats on having no ties to the U.S. anymore. I guess.
Well, I still have family that live
Do you have
there.
Do you have any regrets? I mean, about that choice at all, or is it like feel like a piece of you is
the
gone?
only thing I think I regret, and is that like my brother, who is still around. Hi, Adam.
Adam,
You can
Dawn,
cut all this out.
Derek. No, I like this list we got going.
My brother and I have always been really close. I love him so much, and he got married and had a child in the last 5 years. And we did go to his wedding, and I have seen his daughter and that sort of thing, but not being able to be there for that is really a huge thing. Like, I've been trying to quietly convince him to come and move here to be near us. But yeah.
Has he visited?
Oh yeah. And I think he's coming for Christmas this year. So
Oh, nice. Well, that'll be awful for him.
Yeah.
Because of the summer and Christmas, and it sucks.
Well, I didn't think about how hot it was going to be. But I mean, living here, it's not as hot as like we just went to Perth, and oh my God, so hot.
Yeah, is it?
We went there for Christmas, and it was like 40 degrees. It was 45 degrees on the way back, and we're in a
fuck.
caravan,
Yeah.
which is not very nice when it's 45 degrees.
God, no. All right. Well, I'm glad people are visiting you, at least. Nobody has visited me
Oh.
yet. My kids don't. My kids haven't met my family. Like, it's
You haven't
weird.
taken them there either.
No.
Don't take them there until they come here.
That's
No.
right. Yeah, right. Just be spiteful for the rest of my life, and then nobody will ever meet anybody.
That's right.
I mean, we FaceTime and stuff, but eventually I'll have to do it. It just sounds so exhausting.
It's very expensive too.
Very
Two
expensive.
children and
And then
you
they'll
know,
be
flights.
jet lagged,
Yep.
and nobody will have a good time. My mom doesn't want me to do it. She's like, "It sounds too hard.
Oh.
Don't do it. It's too hard." I'm like, "Okay, we'll just keep FaceTiming." And
Well, your mother should come visit.
she can't because her shins will explode or something,
Oh, that's horrible.
or her knees on the plane. Her doctor told her that like her entire lower half of her body will just drop out of her
No.
if she flies that long. So, anyways, it's a whole other podcast that I have about my mom's health conditions. Anyways, we have about 10 minutes left. I want to do this list of, common Australian bugbears,
Okay, yeah.
and some of them are just me that I think are bad about living here.
Yeah.
That bug me, But I'll go down the list. You're welcome to give a one-word response, or go off, Queen,
Right.
if you have more to say, you know.
Okay.
But all right, so we'll start with just the Australian accents. You already said you like those,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
even the real Aka ones. Aka,
Sometimes they're hard to understand. There's
But
a lot of mumbling going on with some people.
yeah.
I've noticed.
But you don't hear certain Australian accents and assume that the person is stupid.
Oh, maybe.
Fair enough. This is a big one for me. Flies.
Flies.
Huge swarms of flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, all the time. Well, in the summer.
Yeah, well, we camp, and when we used to camp in a tent, which we have a caravan now, it was horrible.
Mm.
You almost want to get one of those hats with the corks hanging off.
Yeah.
You
all
know,
the
and that's what those are
drapery.
for. Obviously, they're
Yeah.
for flies. Did you know that?
I
You should get
assumed.
one of- You should get one of those.
I'm gonna have to.
You can. They sell them around.
Yeah, I can't live like
the
this.
flies are big too.
They're
We
huge.
had a huge fly in our house. It was huge
Mhm.
fly. So, yeah, gross.
Okay, but you don't walk around in the park and have flies all over because they crawl all over your face. I think they come inside my sunglasses.
Ew.
Maybe I just have some sort of scent that I give off, like that they like.
Maybe.
Maybe I just
don't-
sweat more than the common.
But I don't get mosquito bites either. So
I don't really get those.
my daughter does. They all swarm onto her and my husband.
Okay, well, I'll ask
Which is
her
good.
about
I
the
just
flies.
stand around them and they
Okay.
all the bites.
All right, so you're not attracting the bugs. That's not a
No.
problem for you. Fine. Brown grass in the summertime. This is really kills
Mm,
my.
Yeah.
It's really bad for my mental health.
It is hard because, green grass is beautiful. However, I mean, I think curbing the use of water has always been a thing here. And so people don't water their lawns during the summer. They just let it die off and it grows back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So it's an
a
ethical
fields
choice that
of-
makes you
of,
feel like shit.
Fields of grain almost, wherever you go.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Upside down seasons. Summer is winter. Winter is summer. And
Well,
trick-or-treating
not
in
really.
the-
You live. Oh, well, I see what you're saying. Like Christmas.
just the way it looks. Yeah. Trick or treating in the springtime.
Yeah.
Christmas with Santa Claus in the sexy shorts.
Yeah.
The
I like
tank
it.
top and the slutty sunglasses.
It took me a while to like it, but I don't mind it anymore.
You look forward to Christmas the way you used to when you were a child, and it was all. Wait, you're from Sacramento,
Yeah.
so you never had a white Christmas, anyways.
Well, no. Well, Grass Valley is in the Sierra Nevada mountains, right? So we were close to the ski resorts, and we would get a bit of snow there as well. But most of my growing up years was Houston, Texas, so no snow there. So no, and it was hot there too. But
right. Okay.
But so yeah,
Not a huge
But
adjustment.
we do look forward to going. Like we were supposed to go to South Lake Tahoe for Christmas this coming year, and I was looking forward to that because lots of snow. Ski resorts are there. Being there with my brother and his family, but I decided not to go because of the way things are right there right now.
Right. Okay. All right. So it doesn't bother you that much.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You poor thing.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. I'll admit Melbourne specific, just Melbourne weather, the whole 4 seasons in a day thing.
Yeah, I
which
don't
is not
like
even
that.
true.
Yeah,
It's
it
2.
can be.
I mean, it's raining and then it's warm, or it's sunny and rainy and then sunny and rainy. I mean, I never perceive 4 seasons. Where did that come from?
I don't know because it doesn't ever snow in Melbourne, so
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't be. Maybe it's 3 seasons in a day.
Maybe, but you don't. Do you like the up and downness of it?
I just always carry an umbrella in my backpack.
Yeah.
In my car.
Change of clothes.
Not a change of
Jumper.
clothes or jacket or sweater or jumper or anything like that. Although I should. I've been caught out quite a few times where I came and it was sunny in the morning, and then it poured. And in Melbourne, in the city, it like floods sometimes. And luckily I had an umbrella, but I was like,
Yeah.
in warm weather clothes. So yeah, it wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I agree. Not being able to buy things.
That's probably the biggest one.
I was surprised on the Facebook group when they were talking about deodorant because I thought that was the only one who was like, God, you can't get like Old Spice, or you can only get like 2 kinds of deodorants. But
Yeah.
women feel this pain.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to like a spray deodorant now.
Gotten used to a spray?
Yeah.
You've gone full spray?
I've gone full spray.
Oh,
now.
what a betrayal of the
Although,
American way
when
of
we
life.
went back last time, I bought my daughter a Secret, the women's deodorant. And I let her try that because she needs to keep something in her bag and she doesn't want to keep.
Because kids stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to keep aerosol
No.
bag in her bag. So, I bought her one of those, and now she's like,
hooked.
I need to get another one, and I'm like, oh my Lord, I used to have people send me things from the States all the time, like big boxes my mother would send, but now I've just learned to get used to the things here or figure out how to make things on my own.
Can you make deodorant?
Recipes and not deodorants, not deodorant, but like pies and things like that. Like I figured out how to like do it.
Dude, there is an opening for somebody to start making good deodorants here.
Yeah, well, there are some. There are some stick deodorants.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're talking about deodorant.
They cost like $15. I don't know.
Are they $15?
They're a lot. They're a lot.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Get used to spray.
I will. No, I won't.
You'll give up at some point.
Insulation.
Oh, God.
Lack of
I
insulation
hate
in
this.
home.
And we just built a new house.
Yeah.
You said one word answers.
No, I said if something triggers you, I want you to go off,
Okay, good.
Queen.
We built a new house about 5 years ago. It was new 5 years ago. And it's custom built, so we got to pick everything. We did the design of the house on our own, and we gave it to the architect to like sure up all the corners and make sure it was all going to work. And when we were planning everything out, insulation was not on the list. And I told my husband, let's insulate the house because all the rentals we've lived in so far had been freezing in the wintertime and so hot in the summer. And this will help. And he's like, nah, we just don't do that here. That was his answer.
Oh, they just don't. Well, you guys had the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And he said, we just don't do it?
We just don't do that here. It's too expensive. Oh, too expensive for comfort? I don't understand, you know? Well, how about air conditioning? Let's talk about air conditioning.
Go.
I mean,
talk about it.
We had to get like that swamp cooler-y type thing, a brand new house. And I thought, let's get like ducted heating and cooling.
Yeah.
No, that's not a thing here. It's too expensive.
Ducted is not a thing?
It's not really a thing, no.
Because you go into big government buildings, they have it.
It's a thing for big government buildings, but it's not a thing for homes. So you just, I mean, I'm sure they actually would do it if you pay them, but it's very expensive because it's really not something that's normally done, so it would be fairly expensive.
Like, got to be customized to do it. God, this place is so
we didn't
backwards.
I know.
What a backwater. What a cultural backwater.
What it is that, you know, like I said, you stepped into the past sort of thing. It's like they haven't like evolved in some of these areas.
Right. It's still,
where I think it's really important to evolve, you know.
Gosh, they think people are coming over on the Mayflower. All right, we'll switch over from insulation. We'll end on isolation.
Isolation.
This is more of a almost philosophical term, idea. Some people don't feel isolated here. That's why it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't feel isolated, but geographically, obviously, we are. So, does that make you feel like? Do you ever feel like Australia is just like not part of the rest of the world?
I do, but we're so far. Like I used to question this a lot to my husband. Why this? Why can't we get this here? You know. Well, there aren't enough people to send everything that you have. You have so much variety in America. You go to the grocery store. We love to go to the grocery store and we go home. It's like, I just want to walk the aisles.
There's so many things.
There's one whole aile left and right. Cereal.
Right?
I
love the cereal options.
There's not. There's like a little teeny tiny
little cart.
cereal section, you know. So, isolation as a country, we're just so far away from everything. And I do get it, right? But when I want something, I want it. And
now that's the American way. Give it to me today.
Right. Is that the American
Same
way?
day shipping?
I know. Right, exactly. Amazon.
Right.
And you can get Amazon, but
not same day shipping.
Not same day shipping that if it comes from America. No, of course.
No. Yeah.
So, and then we buy a lot of things from China, and we are partners with China and other countries where UK as well, but. Yeah, it is isolated. I mean, I don't feel isolated anymore. You're right. And I think it's because I've been here 20 years. I have an established job. I have established friends. I'm not really looking for friends. Not that I, wouldn't take on more friends.
You don't have to let me down easy. It's okay. We don't have to be friends.
I'm not out looking, searching.
Yeah.
People are searching for friends, and I'm not doing that anymore. And just because I've been here so long.
Yeah.
You know.
Would you ever live anywhere else?
Oh, I thought about it. I could. I mean, it's possibility when we retire, maybe live in Canada. I could live in Canada, but I couldn't live in the States again.
Because of the political upheaval?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's enough to
and
make
I'm not even sure that guns.
Guns.
Maybe I don't want to talk about guns, but that's always.
I can talk about how awesome they are. No,
look,
I'm just kidding.
I was in the military.
Yeah,
I know how to shoot. I'm an expert shot.
I've never shot a gun before.
Really? Oh,
really?
Good for you.
Thanks.
No, I mean,
never had the opportunity.
But I actually like shooting because it is a sport. Like it
looks fun. I mean, that's why there's so many video games about it. You know, it's movies. We love guns.
But yeah, the gun violence, there's a huge difference between there and here, right?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know we just had a shooting here, but it's been like 30 years since the last one. And, you know,
It's a pretty good track record.
yeah. And I wouldn't scoff, even though we've had one. You know, sometimes things happen and it's sad. But yeah, I don't think I could go back and live in the States just with all the craziness that happens there and now.
Well, what a cheerful note to end our conversation on.
Living in Canada?
Gun violence. No, that's great. You've been so wonderful. Thank you so much. I love your tattoos.
Oh, thanks.
Do these go back a long ways in your
Like
life?
I started it starts up here, but I started it there.
Oh, wow.
And then when I came here, I just had it finished and extended, and they just sort of made it look like it was all one thing.
Damn.
So,
That'd be funny if the
yeah.
American part was really great and the Australian part was just like awful looking. It's just some drunk Aussie. No, it looks good all the way through. It looks a good collaboration between Australia and America.
Yeah.
And that's what you are, Miss Bird. That was sort of okay. That didn't come together as well as I wanted it to. You know what I mean. You were born in the States. You came here. You're the best of both countries. And thank you for your Facebook group.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad someone appreciates it.
Do you mind if I post this on there?
Yeah, no, I'd love for you to do that. That's great.
Excellent. People should get to know more about you.
Yeah,
And
they probably don't know that much about me,
yeah,
but now they're going to know my political views.
right. Good.
No commenting about politics
That's
after
right.
this is posted.
None of that. And she's not your mom.
That's right.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy Doncaster Mall.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Hey Brad, how's Australia going? Trying out my Australian accent, mate. What do you think so far? Oh yeah. Hey, listen, it's your pal Steve. You owe me like $40. You left here so quickly. You definitely owe me $40,